It's giving us an ad.
It's an ad for the ad.
Yeah.
When the sheep scatter, a shepherd is who they need.
Wow.
That'll teach you the best with my sheep!
Are you going to sing or what?
Follow the light!
Get out! The king's love of the crown has consumed him. David, are you ready to be the next king?
What? No.
No?
Don't mess this up for me, David. I get to be a princess.
I'm just a shepherd. We already have a king.
We will crush your kingdom! Those are fighting words! Bring out Goliath!
When I'm looking for the way.
What a goofy character.
Searching for the answer. In the moments I'm afraid.
Yep, we're dead.
If you want the secret of freedom and feeling alive.
I told you.
He's brave. He is true. No.
He's so humble, too.
Come on and follow the light.
David! You have stolen the hearts of my people!
I have never wanted the throne.
Lies!
What happens now? You stolen, David. Fight to the death.
I never asked for this.
The true battle is not against flesh and blood, but in our hearts.
I'm a shepherd. What can I do but look after my sheep?
Come on and follow the light.
So, when we watched that movie, there was a few things that I saw that kind of stuck out to me. So, like, one thing that I thought was kind of interesting when it came to the choice of how they were gonna portray Goliath was so if you look, you see that like he is like very pale and like it's a pale white versus a more regionally accurate skin tone, but
Right.
they don't show you the face. But then it was also interesting that like even in the movie they showed like all these different angles of him coming out and all this, and you didn't see his face until like the very last, and they really built up to him seeing his to you being able to see his face. And I'm like, oh great, are they gonna like make him look like silly and he's gonna have like a high pitched voice, like they're gonna go like a comedic route or something like that? And it and so I was kind of getting ready for something like that, but then let's see if we can pull it up. Let's see if they have him up here yet.
I saw the back of his head, but
Yeah, it's a because they keep on doing that. From, keep seeing the back of his head. If we can't see it, then I guess that's fine. But the point that I was trying to make is like when you see Goliath, you think of like this kind of guy, like obviously a giant, and he's gonna, but like big, big beard and kind of like wild features and stuff. Whereas the Goliath from this movie, he had almost, it seemed like a Roman kind of look to him. You know, he had like
Yeah.
blonde hair. He had like a really like big chin, but then he also had like the features about him that was just, it was very, it just seemed very Roman or
Yeah.
some, and
Definitely.
it threw me off. But his voice was good. The person who it's not showing up, but the person who did the voice of him was I felt like did a very good job. But another thing that, again, with the skin color and everything, I was just like, I wonder what made it so that they thought that was gonna be like what was the design ideas behind that? Because you would think that they would just kind of
Yeah.
make everybody regionally the same, but then also when it comes down to like the Nephilim and other giants that you typically hear of, they have like red hair, and so uh, both me and my wife, like after we saw the movie with you and the kids, we were like, why didn't he have red hair? That would have been cool if he would have had red hair because that's just more of a typical uh, portrayal of giants and what people would see of them when you talk about like almost um, like the giants that you would hear from like stories from like the Middle East or like stories from the grave sites that they found of giants. It's like they always have red hair, and so I'm like, I was just wondering why they decided to go with this look than something else.
Yeah, that's interesting. And it looks like it the hair could almost be like a really bright red.
Yeah,
It's almost a blonde. It's almost a strawberry blonde.
yeah, I would want to, but I would want to see them like, you see the flowers around, and
Uh
it almost
huh.
looks like a field of blood, but it's like I think those are like poppy flowers or something. Um, they it's like I want to see his hair that red, but anyways, there's that. But oh well, actually, when he was getting mad in the movie, you would see him turn red, like,
Yeah, he did turn red.
and so maybe they did that. That way, it was easier to visually see him be angry.
Yeah.
So maybe that was why they decided to do what they did. But it was really good. And as it is, do you remember King of Kings? Their other animated one.
I didn't watch it.
You haven't seen King of Kings? Oh, dude, you gotta watch King of
Mm-mm.
Kings. That one's a
I
good
didn't.
one.
I didn't watch that.
So, uh, yeah, absolutely, go watch King of Kings. That was a really good movie. But
Okay.
the difference between the animation, like the smoothness of like how their the characters are moving around, I noticed that there was a little bit of a quality change from King of Kings to uh, this movie because King
Yeah.
of Kings, it seems a little rigid with how they
Uh,
move, but then you got
Next
how these
king.
What? No.
No?
yeah, it's
Don't mess
amazing.
this up for me.
yeah.
Really, really well done.
Yeah, it's very well done, and it almost seems like a Pixar movie with how
David.
well everything moves around, and then like also like the amount of like detail and stuff that was within like their beards and stuff like that. Like I'm sure that like with certain programming and how things are done nowadays, like you just run in like a
Yeah.
certain like script, but it was just the movie itself was done very well. There was more songs than I anticipated, but that wasn't necessarily a bad thing because I think that the story of David in the scriptures really is like it's significant, but it's not that long. So when it comes to like taking the content of the story of David, but then like turning it into a family friendly movie, I think, but then making it a feature length film, I think adding in all those songs really does kind of help with the pacing
Yeah,
of the movie. So I feel like it was just very well
and
done.
yeah,
Yeah, I just feel like it was very well done. Um, I thought this guy's beard was kind of funny, just like
yeah,
how
that guy is ridiculous looking.
yeah. Um, and I forgot what movie I saw. It was some sort of movie, but they had a beard that was kind of similar to this, and I was just thinking like, what? Imagine seeing somebody in real life who actually has like a cut like that. It'd be ridiculous, but it'd be funny too. But
Yeah,
yeah.
that's an interesting haircut he has going.
Mhm.
His beard and his chin are like blended into
Yeah,
one thing there.
yeah. Um, but since this the story of David predates the birth of Christ, to keep along with um the scripture themes and stuff. Like I know that David was a shepherd, but like in the movie they were like they kind of bring up the point where it's like, I'm a shepherd, I need to look after my sheep kind of thing. And we know Christ as the good shepherd, and so there's still those ties into Christ within this movie, which I'm glad that they keep on trying to keep things as close to the scriptures as possible, but then also still keeping that focused on Christ. I think that's really good. So
For sure.
yeah, no, it was a good movie. What did your niece think of it?
She loved it. She thought it was really good, and she wants to see it again.
She wants to see it
Not in
again.
theaters.
Uh huh.
Yeah, I mean, she wouldn't mind seeing it in theaters again. But she wants to watch it again, like when it comes out.
Has she?
But we could not stop laughing at this guy. It was just the funny. He's just a funny character in the movie. I thought they did a really good job.
I heard you guys talking in the theater, and I was wondering what y'all were talking about.
Oh yeah, we were just laughing. We were laughing at him and some of the other things, and that one wacky character that when they're fleeing from King Saul, and they're in that, or when they find him in the desert, and the one guy tries taking his shoes.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He was a silly guy too.
Yeah, it was, like that part when
Yeah, right there.
yeah, like after they find
Hmm.
him and stuff. Yeah, that guy was funny. Has she? So if you haven't seen it, I'm assuming she hasn't seen King of Kings. So,
Yeah, I don't know if she has or not.
um, put see if there's a moment when you guys can watch that movie together, because it's still the Christmas season, and that movie is the setting of it is like I think in winter, and so you know it works out, and um yeah, it's a really good movie. In fact, when I watched it last year, when it came out, we we were like it was one of those moments where I was like, hey guys, I want to go watch this movie, and I'm bringing you guys with me because you guys should watch this movie too. And we it was one of those moments where like we're trying to like I was trying to make this thing happen, and I think because it's a good movie and it's a movie about Christ, um, the like there is like some evil forces trying to get in the way, because we would have typically been like, you know what, you guys you're not staying calm, you can't handle yourselves, we're not going to watch a movie, we're not going to bring you out, in public.
Hmm.
But we pulled it through, like kicking and screaming. We got to the theater, and
Yeah,
all of us loved the movie. Like when we were watching it, it was just one of those things that you just kind of like the movie picks up a little bit slower. Um, have you even seen a trailer for King of Kings?
I've seen the trailer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah, it's
or part of it.
um it's so the movie starts out kind of slow because they're building up the story of like the family who tells the story of Christ to the little kid and stuff.
Uh
But
huh.
then after the movie gets going and you start seeing the works of Jesus, then that's where it really starts to gain momentum, and it's good. I can't recommend that movie enough.
Right
So,
on.
but then again, I feel like this movie, David, was done better, just with how like the animation is and everything like that. Um, but I feel like the King of Kings is a better movie when it comes to like the story and like how impactful it was to watch it. Um,
For sure.
so yeah, but I would love to see Angel Studios coming out with more Bible like
Yes,
big characters and stuff like. But it would be cool if they could
for sure.
do like a a movie about like Samson and
Oh
like
yeah, Samson.
yeah. But I would love it if they would put like, some more like heavy metal riffs and stuff like that in there. Like we don't need to have people like screaming and going like like. But I think it'd be kind of cool to see him like um do some of his moments and like have, or even just like some like power metal or something like that, where like and like in that final moment when he's like tied up to the pillars and stuff, you just kind of like have the music building up with him and stuff, and then like after like he gains his strength back, he like crushes the entire arena with him in it and stuff. But um like have them just like I feel like it would just be really really epic. But it'd be cool to see Angel Studios coming out with more things for
That
sure.
would be cool.
And they're doing a I feel like they're doing a great job, because I mean you're not seeing movies like this coming out of um, Hollywood, that's for sure. Because Hollywood, they're like
No,
we gotta make everything one way or another. It's ridiculous. But yeah,
I'm really happy with Angel Studios. They're doing a great job.
yeah, they are. Cool. Well then, um, there's that. Unless there's anything else you wanted to say about the movie.
I'll just say that I'm really happy to see uh Christian movies being made in such high quality, because I think the Christian film scene over the years has always been about 10 years behind on filmmaking
Yeah,
techniques and technology. And so this is like above and beyond. This is like incredible. I didn't think I could ever see anything like this in my life, but I'm really glad, really, really happy to see it.
for
So
sure.
that's what I think. And I think the animation was good. The movie like was actually great. Like it's one of my favorite animated movies of all time, because it's got a great message. Like it's biblical, and it's not only that, but it's well done. So
Yeah,
you got good message plus great animators, great script, great music, and it's a blessing.
Yeah, yeah. Even the music was done very well.